Hi everyone, my name is Nicola. I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new around here, it's great to have you, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming and spending some more time with me today. So today I'm going to do a stitch with me, and as you may recognise, I have my cosmic marbles out for some rotation stitches. Let's get rid of that, which is this lovely piece. And as you will see, I am working in the top left here on these marbles up here. So we're going to have about an hour and a half of stitchy time, and I have some comments, so we're going to stitch and chat. So there we are. Okay. First thing that I'm just going to remind you guys, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please do so. It is free. By hitting the subscribe button and then selecting the drop down of all notifications, you'll be notified every time I upload a video. You can also leave me a like, which will also help to make my work more visible. Just going a bit closer. There we go. So I hope everybody is well. Seem to have now settled after the big events of last weekend. It was quite the weekend. Got to wait a whole year for another one like that. If that indeed happens, you know, we can never be 100% sure, can we? So yeah, it is September 10th. Yeah. As I'm filming this. Miserable day again. I think our summer has definitely gone. We don't seem to have really had one this year. A couple of really nice warm days. Again, another summer where I can wear a nice dress, and I've not really been able to, because I seem to spend most of my summer in leggings again. But never mind. Weekend coming up. I get my as you're watching this video on Saturday, I will have been out and got my nails done because they're ready for doing now. But I don't think I've got anything else really planned this weekend. Paper come down, really. Never mind. So no plans equals stitchy time. That is always a positive. Okay, 890. A few bits of confetti just to fill in on this bit. This is being stitched on some 25 count, 1/1 full cross, as most of my pieces are. So yeah. So I've got some comments, not as many as I would like. So if you are watching my videos, please do leave me a comment. Questions, comments, all welcome. At the moment, I've got everybody in. Hannah is up. She's going to be getting ready for work in a moment, so get ready just in case of the party piece. Lauren is in, and she will be coming and getting ready for college in a moment. So the girls are in. Lauren certainly seems to be enjoying her college, which is nice. Meeting new friends, forming new connections. So it's all good. Okay, so let's get started on some of your lovely comments. So I released, I can't even speak, Flosstube 35 last week, entitled Back to Normality, whatever that is. Of course, you know, Lauren was back in college, Hannah at work, and me and Andy just doing our peaceable morning thing. It's been a while since we've had a morning like that. The first comment is from Andrea, the Buckeye Stitcher, and she says, great update. I love seeing all your progress. Thank you for the shout out. I appreciate you. No worries at all. You're very welcome. So yeah, do go and have a look at Andrea's videos, the Buckeye Stitcher. Okay, and then Daphne Chamberlain leaves me some needles and thread. So thank you, Daphne. Even comments, just emojis, are very welcome. I don't know if you'll see this. I'm just got a stitch here that might be off screen. Oh, it's off screen. Just the one though. Oh, just in a bid to use up the thread if I can. I'm trying to use up threads and not park. To be fair, I don't mind parking, but I also like to use up the threads. Okay, Kelly from Kelly's Quilts Plus leaves me a lovely long comment, always does. Thank you, Kelly. She says, beginning of September, wow, time flies. Indeed it does. I think there's only about 15 weeks now to Christmas. So yeah, it's gone shockingly fast this year. Not be long, we'll be starting to get our Christmas shopping together. Great for Tuesday, Flosstube again, Nicola. Thank you, Kelly. And she says we went camping for Labour Day weekend. So in Canada they had Labour Day. I think they did in the US as well. I did take a project along but didn't touch it. Sometimes that happens. We kept having guests, which was lovely. And the camping spot was a 20-minute drive from our house. That was good, not too far. So I guess if the situation demanded it, you could get home quickly if needed, kind of thing, which is always handy, isn't it? Oh, here comes, I think it's Lauren. Oh, no, back upstairs. Good morning, Lauren.
Morning.
Have you been to the bathroom?
No.
Do you not need?
No.
Oh, that's weird. So, yeah, I like camping. I've not been for a while. Andy and I did camping a few years ago. We went to a festival. Was it 3 nights or something that we camped for?
Yeah.
And we had an inflatable mattress that didn't stay inflated. It was fun though. We didn't sleep much, but yeah, it's to be expected, isn't it, when you camp? You'll be home around lunchtime today, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh dear, excuse me.
Right, see you later.
Alright, see you later, chicken. Have a good day. Okay, so that is Lauren off to college. Okay, so next comment is from Jane, and there's a little bit of a mystery about this one. She said, this is the second time comments have been blocked by Give a Hype. If you do not complete the hype, you're unable to reach the comments. Have you any idea about this, Andy?
Nope.
So it must be something that YouTube's doing again, which potentially is why I haven't had as many comments. She says, I'm not sure what it is. No, me neither. Not heard about this. I will have to have a Google and see if I can find out. Anyway, she says, great video, and I hope to join you on Wednesday for the finish while I watch. Getting on with tap dancers at the moment. Mallard, ducks, and what colour are bats are the questions that have been raised, along with, is that a donkey, a horse, or a unicorn? I'm sure She Sleeps will win. It certainly did. Fingers crossed for you. Find out on Sunday. I have yellow in tap dancers if I put it in, mostly flowers. Thank you, Jane. Yes, I'm not sure about this hype thing. I might have to look into that.
I've not had as many comments lately either.
Seems a bit odd, doesn't it? To be fair as well, I mean, I rarely comment on other videos, so I haven't noticed anything though. But then, of course, they did the changes in the live streams, didn't they, with the rankings, you know, top commenters and stuff. I don't know why these organisations feel the need to change things and fix things that aren't actually broken. If that is what's stopping you commenting, please do let me know. And I'll have a look and see if it can be turned off or something. Certainly don't want something like that killing off YouTube creators. Okay, right. Our lovely Sharon Fennell, comments to say, wow, so many stitches. Looking forward to your live for the finish of Christmas Cat. Of course, Christmas Cat is now complete. All done. And came out beautifully. I was very pleased with how it looks. And I've been busy on Witchy Cat as well. Wishy Cat has a early October finish. I think it's about the 8th of October, something like that. Andy and I are away for a couple of days towards the end of September because it's our wedding anniversary. So I should probably take it with me. It's a nice colourful piece that even if the light isn't great, I can still see it and work on it. I don't know what kind of hotel room we've got. Is it Premier or?
No, it's a cottage.
Oh. Okay. Fair enough. I didn't know, you didn't tell me. You just said that you'd booked something.
I have. 2 minutes away from the sea.
There we go. He knows how to get me, doesn't he? 2 minutes away from the sea. In Norfolk. Okay. That one. All shades of green in this one for now. That's okay, we don't mind stitching. Okay, Karen Ennis says, oh, I love the Halloween cat. Yep, so do I. It's a little cheeky face. And then she says, congratulations to Lauren for starting college. You start college so young. In America, we don't graduate from school until we are 18. I started college at 19. Yeah, so school here is 16 unless you choose to stay on for sixth form. And then you can do, what is it, 2 years of sixth form or just one?
You can do either.
Okay. And then from there you can go on to college, university, whatever. But yeah, our school system, we have options when we get to 16 as to which path we take. Now it's mandatory that people stay in education until they're 18. I left full-time education at 16 because I could, and I went and got a job. Started at the very bottom, worked my way up. My first job was in a hotel. So yeah, but nowadays it's very difficult when you are under 16 and under 16 to 18. It's so difficult to get work because even McDonald's don't hire under 18s anymore. Yeah, our school system is always evolving. There's always some change that they make, whether it's, you know, the way that they do the exams or you know, how, you know, education settings. It's constantly on the move. Okay. And Linda loves to stitch. Says, I enjoy seeing a recap of your stitching progress. This year is flying by and we're in September already. Good news that Lauren is in college. Take care. Thank you, Linda. Yes, I enjoy sharing my progress. I do obviously stitch a lot, and it is my pleasure to share that with you guys. I have a week off at the end of September and I want to get lots done. Lots. Okay. Anna Knowles on my Night Orange London stitch with me that I put out says enjoyed stitching with you. Thank you, Anna. If you're joining me for my Sunday stream this week, I will be working on the other London piece, Tower Bridge. That is due for some rotation stitches. Excuse me. So that will be good. I do like my London ones. I like the style of the artwork. Oh, I hear a kitty. Hey, kitty cat. Morning, Hannah. Okay, Anna also then comments on my Flosstube and says, Nicola, I'm wishing you all the best with She Sleeps in the show. Looking forward to Christmas Cat finish on tomorrow's live, and then Witchy Cat will be the perfect seasonal stitch for September and October. Thank you, Anna. Yep, Witchy. Huh?
You're welcome.
Yeah. Agree on all of those points. Yeah, She Sleeps did very well. Christmas Cat is done. Witchy Cat is underway. Okay. Okay, the Grateful Thread on Flosstube 35. Just thought I would mention that Tilton had 3 more Lord of the Rings charts you didn't mention. Legolas, King Elessar and Galadriel's Mirror. Thank you. I went and had a look at those. Oh, excuse me. I went and had a look at those, so thank you. I didn't buy any, but I certainly saw them. Thank you for letting me know. She also did put a limited run of the Realm of Middle Earth map out as well. because obviously Lord of the Rings charts are quite popular. I've got lots of them now. So yeah. But they were really nice, but they weren't quite what I wanted. But thank you for letting me know. It's always good to know these things. Geckorouge also put out their Gecko Boo for this year. They're all Lorna Laine kits. There's 3 of them. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen for me. I don't have the funds. When you're talking for each kit, it's around £70. And there's 3 of them. I can't justify. You know, at the minute we've got financial pressures ongoing. So yeah, I shall be passing, even though they are Lorna Laine, who is one of my favourite artists. It will be a no from me. In all honesty, there are some Lorna Laine pieces that I wouldn't stitch. So my concern as well would be, would I be spending that sort of money on the Gecko Boo and it not being something that I would stitch? That's the risk you take with a mystery kit. But you know, I'm not able to take that chance. So you know, the consideration of being willing to take that chance doesn't really come into it, because at the moment financially it's not happening. Okay, Patrizia Loyolo leaves me some hearts, so thank you very much, Patrizia. And then Elaine Schultz says, your stitching's amazing, the Lord of the Rings pattern are fantastic. Thank you very much. So, yeah, CatDalph and the Argonath will be going onto the wheel after the next 2 finish for 1 start pick, to give the pieces that are on there the opportunity to be picked. I have Cat's Love, All Is Vanity, and something else, a Tree of Life, on the wheel at the moment, and you know, I want to give them an opportunity to be picked as well, because you can guarantee that if I put both of those on, it would be another Lord of the Rings piece that I'm starting. That would mean then that more than probably, you know, getting on for half of my stitching the Lord of the Rings related, because I have the 2 Unconventional X Stitch pieces, the Stained Glass, the Realm of Middle-earth map, the One to Rule Them All, CatDalph, which is kind of Lord of the Rings related. So yeah, it's a lot. So then our lovely Sandy says, great update, amazing progress. Well done to Lauren for weight loss and her exam results. Looking forward to your live finish of the Christmas cat. Good luck for the show you've entered. Stitches in the bank are always good. Love the new patterns. Thanks for sharing and happy stitching. Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, I am super proud of Lauren. And obviously you know about the show and the Christmas cat. So thank you for those. And yes, I agree. Stitches in the bank are always good. It means that I will definitely achieve what I set out to achieve this year and get to 500,000 stitches. So yeah. I think that would be the absolute, sort of the upper limit, of 500,000 is, I'll obviously get more than that this year because I'm due to achieve that target on the 18th of December. So I'll obviously have a few more days of the year, but I won't achieve much more than probably about another 10 or 15,000 stitches, I wouldn't have thought. But yeah, it's been an interesting year so far. I like figures, I like numbers. I like to see progress though, which is why next year I'm going to be doing some slight adjustments on how many stitches get worked on each piece, so I can see better progress in rotation. Okay, what colour is that? Gail Fallon says, great stitching and amazing projects. Love them all. Thank you, Gail. Good news for Lauren starting her college course. Hope all goes well for her. Well, like I said earlier, she's already forging new friendships, which is nice, because some of the choices that she's made in school have been questionable, to say the least. That's a nice version, says Hannah. Yeah. Lauren is lovely, but a little bit gullible. Yeah. So yeah, a new circle of friends will be great for her. And she seems to be enjoying it. So we'll see how it goes. Got something to do with her time, which is important, I think, as well. I lost the sirens again this morning. Deborah says, good luck at the show. Thank you, Deborah. And then Carla on my Stitch With Me with Pandora. Please meet some smiley faces. Thank you, Carla. Oh, look at that. I've gone up 2 squares there. Also getting closer, those sirens. Oh. I had a big accident nearby a few days ago on a road that is fairly notorious now, isn't it? So hearing sirens at this time of day is never good. It's currently 7:45 in the morning. So usually when we hear sirens at this time, it's obviously rush hour traffic, people trying to get to work and school and so on. And it's not good. And they're still going. I don't know if you can hear them. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Possibly. Sounds like whatever it is, it's trying to pass through traffic. Anyway. Okay. So, live stream last Wednesday, finishing Christmas Cat. A couple of comments on that one. Karen Ennis says, congratulations, I'm stitching at Black Cat by Artisy. Oh, sorry, Black Cat by the Candlelight by Artisy, and she's just started. Cool. I haven't really looked at Artisy charts, if I'm honest. I haven't got any Artisy charts either. It sounds like it's chucking it down. Could be wrong.
No, it's Hannah in the bathroom.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got any Artisy. I haven't got any Cross Stitch Studio ones or Cross Stitch for Everyone either. We must address that at some point. But I've got plenty of stitches on the table as it is. I'm sure you guys will agree. 5.5 million. Thereabouts. 5.5 million. It was a lot. Okay. Yeah, 5.5 million. 502,229 as of the last update. Now, I haven't put in the finish of Christmas Cat. I haven't put in the extra progress I've made on Witch Cat and so on. So I'll update this spreadsheet sort of monthly, and hopefully that figure will decrease. I think as some of the smaller kits leave and the bigger ones take that bit longer to finish, I'll get more rotation stitches in, I think, as well. Okay, that one is 704. Okay, Daphne then says congratulations on the finish. Thank you, Daphne. Again, also on my live stream. Come on. all greens: pea green, light green, grass green, yellow green, blue green, browny green. All greens in this one. Okay. Dana Simmons on Flosstube 35 says that Ice Dragon is gorgeous. It certainly is. It's a harder stitch because it's on paper and on black fabric and over 2. So definitely good light. A magnifier required where possible. But yeah, it is a gorgeous piece, and it'll look lovely when it's done. It's just getting to that point. I think I'm about probably halfway through it. I keep thinking about, you know, maybe I should just get it off the table and finish it, but I think doing 100 a day in certain months is the way forward with that one. Yeah, I might put it in, even though it's not technically going to be right for the prompt. I might put it in for October stitching, for Spooktober, because that will be my sale in October. Because whilst not technically associated with Halloween, it's mainly black. The fabric is black, which is associated with Halloween. So there you go, nice tenuous link. So I might use that for 100 a day in October. Okay. Kathy Brown says, well done on Christmas cap finish. I'm just wondering if you're controlling the size of your patterns you're putting on the spinning wheel, since you have over 5.5 million stitches to go. Are you trying to stay with the smaller ones? No, not actively checking out the size. I'm just making sure that I'm not overloading the wheel, so new patterns get a reasonable chance of being started more than anything, Kathy. I don't want, you know, to you know, start all the big things and then all the little things. You know, it's the new starts I had this year were a very much a variety. You know, 30,000 stitches up to, I think the biggest one that I started was Bizarre Bookshop, which was 400,000. So, you know, there was lots of variety in the starts this year, size wise. But no, I'm not controlling the size, but I'm controlling the amount, if that makes sense. Had a fun time listening to Andy's spider adventures. Yep.
You might call it fun. I couldn't possibly comment.
Yeah, Andy's spider adventures were indeed an event, weren't they? And the glass is still on the garden, where it remains. But yeah, it was certainly interesting times, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Hannah, you went bathroom.
Yeah, Andy definitely doesn't like spiders. Neither does Hannah, neither does Lauren. I don't mind. But yeah, they definitely don't like them. Move that along a bit. Okay, Patricia, again on live stream where I finished the Witch Cats. Leaves me a bell and some hearts. Thank you, Patricia. I definitely earned that bell. The Christmas cat was a fun stitch. I did enjoy it. Okay. I don't know how many more comments I've got. I don't think I've got too many. Stitch with Me alternative with Rivendell. So I put out Stitch with Me with Rivendell Castle. My stitching masterpieces piece, which was an RAK back in January. And crossed up with Siobhan comments to say stitching, jamming and stitching as usual, good vibes. Yep, Andy does tend to put some, you know, how can I put this? He puts music that is not necessarily what you would expect to find on Stitch With Me. He is very eclectic. So yeah, I know that Andy gets a few compliments on his music selection, which always makes him smile. He's very good at helping me with my videos, and you know, if I didn't have him helping with the editing process, there wouldn't be any videos. It's that simple. Because I can't do it. Can I have a top up, please, love? Thank you. Stitching and chatting is thirsty work. On Rivendell again, Kelly from Kelly's Quilts Plus says, hi Nicola, Rivendell will be lovely. Alessia makes pretty charts. I saw a video yesterday of the project with the little Dutch girl. Thank you, Kelly. I haven't seen any of her videos pop up on mine lately. I must go and have a look. Leslie on my Night Orange London says thank you for another lovely video. No worries. Very nice. And on Rivendell, Patricia leaves me some hearts. Thank you both.
Good for you. You're on your own.
Yeah, well, I actually know. But if I end up staying, next week on, next week in the next one.
Okay, on Rivendell, Stitch with Me Alternative. Looking great, Rivendell, says Anna Knowles. I enjoyed the music and the peppy tunes definitely have me stitching quicker. I'm sure of it. Thank you, Nicola and Andy.
Why is my coat down?
Just come out of the water this morning.
Oh, the wrong one?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the one we had for the dog yesterday.
What? Oh, I see now. Sorry, actually. Look on this there. Because I've got two small black coats now, so I've got the big earrings. So it's getting confusing.
Okay.
Probably made yourself, didn't it?
Pass me a pot noodle, that, please.
No, I'm busy.
That's alright. Let's get off. Just pass me one. Chuck it.
Sorry if you can hear them two at one another. Okay, Cheryl on my chatty stitch with me with envy.
I'm going to study for about 2 seconds here. I am leaving.
Alright, off you go. See you later. Have a good day.
Bye, people.
Bye. Cheryl says, hi, I'm on my holiday on Friday for a week. I had to watch a live stream video. We'll watch when I get back home. No worries at all, Cheryl. Hope you have a wonderful holiday. She's exhausted, isn't she?
Who is Hannah?
Yeah. I hear her say she might be stopping on tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, she did.
Okie dokie. Thanks, love. Okay. Very much enjoyed your stitch with me with envy. You mentioned it was the second you'd stitched in the series. What was the other one? And do you ever show pictures of your past ones? Asks Cindy Walcott. So Cindy, the first one that I did was Avarice, which was all sort of gold and burgundy tones. I have shown that on the channel. It is complete, but it's not degridded yet, so it's not framed or anything. But Avarice was the first one that I did. But if you have a look in my past videos, I have shown it. Finished it a couple of years ago now, just before I started Envy. So yeah, it is there. It's just, you know, on the channel somewhere. Just do a quick mark off before I get confused. And then Anna comments to say it was lovely to see the beautiful blue, greens and blacks of Envy. Yep. Yeah, the colours in Envy are lovely. Very striking in that skirt, you know, as I'm close up stitching it. But yeah, I love it every time I work on it. I really do. Envy's, you know, I think probably the most favourite piece that I'm working on, everybody loves. I will be doing all of the sins, because I have them all, so I will be doing them all. Okay, Nicola, you got a lot of block stitching done, says Kelly. Envy is looking good. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, very pleased. It's nice and speedy when I can do the block stitching. It means my 1,000 stitches are done in a flash. So yeah, it's always good to get in, you know, some nice block work. I don't mind block stitching. Like, you know, my Lord of the Rings stained glass is a lot of block stitching at the minute for the black. Envy's got a lot of block stitching in it. I honestly don't mind it. It keeps me interested. And then, you know, I get a bit of confetti, a bit of block. And sometimes there are pieces that I go between them, because I might have got a lot of block stitching, but when I get a bit bored with that, I might go and put in a strand or two of confetti, you know, just to sort of balance it out. Karen Ennis leaves me some hearts on my Envy Stitch with me. Thank you. And then Laurie comments on my Flosstube to say I'm always on the lookout for the right Lord of the Rings piece. Nice progress. I hope Lauren enjoys college. Thank you, Laurie. Yeah, she certainly does at the moment, and long may it continue. Okay, again on a chatty stitches me with Envy. Patrizia leaves me some hearts, and Cheryl Barnettson comments that Envy is my favourite piece in your collection. Thank you, Cheryl. You quite like Envy as well, don't you, love?
Yeah.
Okay, and Maggie Whitman says, beautiful work as always. Thank you, Maggie. And just mark off because I don't want to get lost. Then live stream Sunday, Karen Ennis comments and she says, congratulations, I'm so happy for you. Thank you, Karen. It was certainly unexpected. You know, to get the first was amazing enough, but then to get the trophy on top, you know, it was like the icing on the cake, really. Okay, and Karen, who's Needlebug, comments about a comment that I had about my ASMR Pandora, with it not really being very ASMR, which I get, but like I said, with soft fabric and the right size needle with no burr or anything like that, it you know, there weren't very many stitchy sounds. Karen comments, I just wanted to comment on that particular remark. I do understand that many people enjoy hearing the sound, but in reality it's not a good thing for it to be happening. When you hear that sound, it means you're using the wrong size needle. You need to go a size bigger. The sound means that the thread is rubbing against the fabric every time it passes through, causing the fabric to wear. It's gradually getting fuzzy and thinner and thinner, and eventually fray if you're using a long piece. So that's certainly with thread. Also, the reason some of your stitches are plump and cover nicely and then get thinner and thinner is because of this. So, you know, using the right size needle, you know, will stop damage to your stitching, which makes perfect sense, really. I mean, I use a ball tip needle. I've no idea what size it is, 26 or 28, which seems to work very, very well. But also, as I said, the fabric for Pandora and for this one is incredibly soft. Some of the even weaves, like the gridded even weave, because of the process of putting the grid on, it can make it a bit rough. So you get the sound from that as well. Each person needs to decide what they're happy with, which is very true. Not mean to say having the sound of stitching is right or wrong, just to point out some additional facts. So yeah, absolutely, Karen, I completely agree. You tend to hear it more for me on my gridded fabric because the printing process leaves a very thin coat on the fabric, so you'll tend to hear more stitching noises on that. And of course you do as well hear my fingers flicking against the fabric as well, from my hand that's underneath. But yeah, sometimes you won't hear many stitching noises, and you know, that's in a lot of ways it's a good thing. It means that I'm not going to end up with damage either fabric or thread. It means that I can just carry on stitching. Live stream Sunday, Patrizia leaves me some hearts, so thank you very much. Very much. I don't know what that was. And I've only got a couple more comments left now, so thank you guys very much indeed, those of you who have submitted comments. So again, on my Envy Stitch with me, Linda Van Bezugian says, lovely stitch with me. Yes, my name is Dutch. I am stitching on a Pokemon Generation 1 cross stitch charted by myself, and it's about 215,424 stitches. At the moment, this is my only cross stitch and I'm loving it. So I'm planning on starting 2 more projects, one for Halloween and one for Christmas. Fantastic. That would be wonderful. So you have a 3 project rotation, so an all year round, a spooky season and a Christmas season. Do you know what? I don't tend to do much themed stitching. I mean, obviously I've had the Christmas cat, I've got the witch cat, and Lord of the Rings, I suppose you could say, is a theme, but you know, I don't have much in the way of seasonal stitching, because for me there's just so much other art that I want to look at. I don't want to look at, you know, something that is pigeonholed to a particular time of year. I like stuff for all year, if that makes sense. But I can certainly see the pleasure in seasonal stitching. I don't tend to do sals either. I don't tend to do sals for the reason that I feel an enormous amount of pressure for doing a sal. Yes, I host my monthly sals, but I dictate how many stitches I'm doing, which is why, you know, that they're so good, because they're led by the stitcher, not by the host. The host will say, here's a prompt, here's a theme, as I've done, but you do you in terms of the stitching. You know, if you can do 50 a day, 100 a day, a thread, you know, a strand a day kind of thing, whichever works for you. And I think that's so important. I always said that, you know, I'd never ever put pressure on myself to stitch, and I don't. I mean, yes, okay, I want to do 500,000 this year, but that is an aim. If I don't get it, I don't get it. I mean, who knows what's around the next corner? I could end up not being able to stitch for a couple of weeks or a month or whatever. That'd probably kill me, but you know, it could happen, couldn't it? So if, you know, if I don't get to that, I don't get to that. If I don't get another finish, I don't get another finish. If I don't get another start, it happens. It's, you know, I would like to get to where I'm not putting pressure on myself that I absolutely have to, if that makes sense. So no goals, only an aim. I'll aim to get there, but if I don't get to it, it's fine. I think I find for myself, once you set yourself a target, you set yourself up. For me, I set myself up for a fail. That's why things like the Haid sal doesn't work for me, because, you know, to have to get X amount done in order to get X amount, no. That's not to say that people who are doing that are wrong, absolutely not, but I just wouldn't want the pressure of it. Okay, so my last comment is on my finish of Christmas cat, and it's from Leslie, and she says, well done on your finish, it's looking great, and leaves me some bells. Thank you very much, Leslie. So when Christmas cat and witchy cat are done, I am hopefully going to get them off to the framer, because I would like them in similar frames. If I can find something that ties in with both. So yeah, so that is the last of my comments. So thank you guys very much indeed, those of you who've submitted comments. It truly is fantastic to read them all. And of course, as you guys know, I like to answer them during these Stitch With Me's, because then I can respond to your comment and still carry on stitching. It saves me time. But I will find out about the hype thing. I'm not sure what that is. But if it is stopping comments, then please do let me know. Because, you know, if that's the case, we'll see if we can find an alternative channel for comments. Whether that be sticking them in the group or what, I don't know. But yeah, we'll have a look. I've done quite a bit on this Stitch With Me, which is nice. I've got a few more minutes to go, and I'm already over 360 stitches, so that's good. And this row is now almost complete, which is even better. I had a sleepy start this morning. I didn't really want to get up. I do find myself as the days are not as nice weather-wise, I don't want to get up in the morning. Andy always comes and whispers sweet nothings in my ear. And it's usually, here's a coffee for you, dear.
Yeah, that literally is a sweet nothing.
Yep. I have a coffee for you. So, you know, he is...
It's not much, is it?
Oh, do you know what? It works for me.
Yeah, but it's not much, is it?
It's plenty. How could it be better? Champagne breakfast? No thanks.
I mean, that'd be good, but...
Yeah, no thanks. Smoked salmon, poached eggs, and a toasted bagel. That would be even better. But I'd sooner have that for lunch than breakfast.
Would you?
Yeah. Don't do much breakfast. We're doing it again, love. We're talking about food. Every time I get my needle out and the camera rolling, there goes the food thing. And with that, I have to pay a little visit to the little girl's room. 378 stitches done. Just zoom out. So all of those have been filled in, just a little bit more, and that row will be done. So I'm going to end this video with my usual reminders. 3 videos coming up on your screen in a moment. So if you've not seen those, please do go take a few minutes to have a look. I release a Flosstube on Tuesdays, Stitch with me Thursdays and Saturdays, and a live stream at 7:30 p.m. UK time on Sundays and Wednesdays. So if you can join me for those, it would be brilliant. On a Sunday, I usually work on my Sunday stitch unless I have a new start. And on a Wednesday, I work on my focus for a finish, which at the moment is this one. It's the Witch Cat. So thank you guys very much indeed for watching. Take care. Happy stitching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.